everyone! Welcome to a new episode of A Cup of English. I am Lily, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. Actually, happy is the perfect word for our topic today.
Hello, I am Paul, and I'm feeling very curious today, Lily, because today we are talking about feelings and emotions. It is a very important topic, right?
It is the most important topic, Paul. We are humans, not robots. Every day we feel 100 different things, but many English students only know two words, good and bad.
That is so true. When someone asks me, how are you, I usually say, I am good, thanks. But sometimes I am not just good. Sometimes I am excited or tired or even a little bit grumpy.
Grumpy! That is a fantastic word. For our listeners, grumpy is how you feel when you didn't sleep well or when you are a bit annoyed with everything. Paul, were you grumpy this morning?
Maybe a little bit. My neighbor was playing loud music at 6 a.m. I was very annoyed, but then I had a cup of coffee and a croissant, and now I feel much better.
I knew it! I can always tell when you haven't had your croissant, Paul. You get that specific, Paul is grumpy look on your face. It's like your eyebrows are trying to meet each other.
Hey, it is a very serious medical condition, Lily. It's called lack of pastries. It makes me feel very sad and misunderstood.
Coffee is the best medicine for a grumpy morning. But let's help our listeners. If good and bad are too simple, what are some other words we can use to describe positive feelings?
Well, one of my favorite words is excited. You use it when something good is going to happen. For example, I am excited about our podcast today.
That's a great one. And what about overjoyed? That is like being super happy. You feel overjoyed when you win a prize or when you see an old friend after a long time.
I felt overjoyed when I found a $5 bill in my old jeans yesterday. It was a small thing, but it made my day.
It's the little things that count. Another good word is relaxed. After a long week of work, on Saturday morning, I usually feel very relaxed. No stress, no hurry.
Oh, I love that feeling. Last Saturday, I was so relaxed that I actually forgot I had a meeting with my dentist. When I finally remembered, my feeling changed from relaxed to terrified very quickly.
Oh no, I guess you weren't relaxed anymore when you were sitting in the dentist's chair.
Oh, I love that feeling. But Lily, life is not always sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes we have negative feelings. How can we talk about them without just saying I am sad?
You are right. If you feel a little bit sad, you can say, I'm feeling a bit down. It sounds very natural in English. It means you don't have much energy and you aren't very happy.
I'm feeling down. I will remember that. And what if you are very, very sad?
Then you can use the word heartbroken. But that is usually for very big things, like losing a pet or a breakup. It's a very strong emotion.
Let's hope our listeners don't feel heartbroken today. What about worried or anxious? I feel anxious when I have to speak in front of many people.
Paul, I remember when we started this podcast back in the beginning. You were so anxious that you drank 3 cups of tea in 10 minutes. You couldn't stop moving your legs.
Don't remind me. I was terrified the microphone would hear my heart beating. Anxious is a strong word, but it's real.
That is very common. Anxious is when you are nervous about something in the future. Your heart beats fast and you can't sit still.
That happens to me before a job interview. My hands get sweaty. I am definitely an anxious person in those moments.
We all are, Paul. But there is a nice word for when that feeling goes away. It's relieved. For example, after the interview is finished, you take a big breath and say, "Phew, I'm so relieved."
Relieved. I like the sound of that word. It's like a heavy weight is gone from your shoulders.
Exactly. Now, Paul, let's talk about anger. Many students only know the word angry. But there are different levels of anger, right?
Oh, definitely. Sometimes I am just annoyed, like when I drop my spoon on the floor. It's a small problem.
But if someone steals your bike, you are not annoyed, you are furious.
Furious, yes. If someone stole my bike, I would be absolutely furious. I would probably scream, but quietly because I am British.
You always say that. I am British. I scream quietly. Paul, I saw you when the waiter brought you the wrong pizza last week. You didn't look furious. You looked like you wanted to apologize to the waiter for his mistake.
That is true. I felt awkward more than angry. I didn't want to make him feel bad.
That is very polite of you. Furious is a great word for extreme anger. Another one is frustrated. This is a very important word for English learners.
Oh, tell me about it. Why is it important for students?
Well, sometimes you want to say something in English, but you forget the word. You try, but it doesn't come out. In that moment, you feel frustrated. You are angry at yourself because you can't do what you want to do.
I feel frustrated every time I try to fix my computer. I look at the screen and I want to cry.
Last night, I spent 3 hours trying to update my software. I felt so frustrated I almost threw my mouse at the wall.
Calm down, Paul. The mouse is innocent. We all have those moments. But listeners, if you feel frustrated with your English, don't worry. It's part of the journey. Just breathe and try again.
That is good advice. Lily, what about the feeling when you don't know what is happening? Like when someone gives you a surprise gift.
You can say, I am surprised. Or if it's a very big surprise, you can say, I am amazed or I am shocked.
Amazed sounds positive, right? Like, I am amazed by this beautiful view.
Exactly. Shocked can be negative. I was shocked by the bad news. So be careful with those two.
Got it. Amazed for the view, shocked for the price of my electricity bill.
And I was amazed by your new haircut, Lily. But shocked when I saw how much you paid for it at that fancy salon.
Hey, quality style is an investment, Paul. You spend your money on croissants, I spend mine on my hair. Perfect examples. Paul, let's talk about social feelings. How do you feel when you are at a party and you don't know anyone?
I feel shy. I stay in the corner and I look at my phone. I feel a bit awkward.
Awkward is a brilliant word. It's that uncomfortable feeling when you don't know what to say or do.
I feel awkward when I say happy birthday to someone and it's not their birthday.
I did it last week to my neighbor. I saw him with a cake and I shouted, "Happy birthday!" And he said, "Paul, it's my cat's birthday."
Oh no, that is the definition of an awkward moment. I want to disappear when that happens.
Me too. But Lily, what about feelings related to other people's success? Sometimes we feel jealous.
Yes, jealous or envious. For example, if your friend buys a beautiful new car and you have an old, broken car, you might feel a little bit jealous.
I try not to be jealous, but sometimes it's hard. I prefer to feel proud of my friends.
Proud is such a beautiful emotion. You can be proud of yourself when you finish a difficult task, or proud of your friend when they get a new job.
I am proud of our listeners. They are listening to a podcast in English. That is not easy. They should be proud of themselves.
I agree 100%. They are doing a great job. Paul, how do you feel when you have nothing to do and the weather is gray and there is nothing on TV?
I feel bored. Boredom is a very heavy feeling. I just want to sleep.
And what about the opposite? When you have too much work, 5 people are calling you, and your house is a mess.
Then I feel overwhelmed. It feels like I have too many things in my brain and I can't think clearly. I felt overwhelmed yesterday at the gym. There were so many machines. I didn't know which one to use, so I just stood there for 10 minutes looking at my water bottle.
Paul, you are a disaster. But that's exactly what overwhelmed means. Too much information.
Overwhelmed is a word we use a lot in 2026. Everything moves so fast. It is important to say, I am feeling overwhelmed. I need a break.
That is very important for our mental health. Speaking of breaks, how do you feel after a long walk in the spring park?
I feel refreshed. It's like my battery is at 100% again.
I wish my battery was at 100% every day. Lily, do you have any tips on how to use these words in real life?
Yes. My first tip is don't just use I am. You can also use I feel or I'm feeling. For example, I'm feeling a bit tired today sounds very natural.
And can we use it makes me feel?
Absolutely. Music makes me feel happy. Rainy days make me feel cozy. It's a great way to talk about your emotions.
The smell of fresh bread makes me feel hungry.
Of course it does, Paul. Everything makes you feel hungry.
It's true, I can't help it. But Lily, I have a question. Sometimes we have a feeling in our stomach, like we know something is wrong. What is that?
We call that a gut feeling or intuition, but a simple word for the feeling is suspicious. If you see a man in a dark suit following you, you feel suspicious.
Suspicious. Like when my dog looks too quiet. I know he is eating my shoes. I am very suspicious then. Or when you are very nice to me, Lily. I am suspicious that you want me to help you move your sofa this weekend.
You caught me. I was going to ask you later. Exactly. That's a perfect use of the word.
Lily, this has been so helpful. I feel much more confident talking about emotions now.
Confident. Another great word. Confidence is when you believe in yourself, and I want all our listeners to feel confident when they speak English.
Even if they make mistakes?
Especially if they make mistakes. Mistakes are just steps on the way to success.
Well, I made a mistake this morning. I put salt in my tea instead of sugar. I felt very disappointed when I took a sip.
Oh, Paul, I can't believe you did that. You really were grumpy. Salt tea is definitely disappointing.
It was terrible, but now I am feeling grateful.
Grateful? Why?
Because I am here talking to you, and we are helping people learn English. Grateful means you appreciate the good things in your life.
That is a beautiful way to end our list of feelings. Being grateful is the secret to happiness.
I agree. Well, Lily, our cup of tea is almost finished. Do you have any final words for our listeners?
Just one thing. Practice. When you wake up tomorrow, ask yourself, how am I feeling today? And try to use a new word. Are you excited? Are you refreshed? Or maybe a little grumpy?
And tell us in the comments. We really want to know how you feel after watching this video.
Did my cat birthday story make you feel amused? Or did you feel suspicious about Lily's sofa?
Or maybe you feel proud because you understood this whole episode.
Yes. Use the words we learned today. Are you feeling amazed or overjoyed?
Or maybe overwhelmed by all the new vocabulary?
If you are overwhelmed, just watch the video again. We are here for you.
Thank you so much for joining us on A Cup of English. We love making these videos for you.
We really do. Remember, we are posting new episodes very often, so stay tuned for more conversations in 2026.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. It makes us feel very supported and happy.
See what he did there? Using the vocabulary. Good job, Paul.
I am a fast learner.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day and keep your spirits high.
See you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.